Yay. Now let's find out if I get the circle of death again. All right. Show. I don't know why everything looks so pink though.
NASA chief Jim Bernstein double downs on claim Pluto is a planet, citing its moons, oceans, and organic compounds again. Claim Pluto is a planet, citing its moons, oceans, and organic compounds. Refer to Pluto's moons, oceans, organic compounds, and atmosphere, suggested its characteristics of a planet should be considered as one. Oh my god, school spelled backwards is on that movie.
It's streaming.
Thank you.
Hey, Jesse, it's working, at least as well as I can get it to work right now.
Hey, Jesse, it's working.
No, my chat's working. At least. It's frustrating. Finally decided to go live and it doesn't work. Thanks, Jesse. It's actually an elephant. Hey. I don't know if you can see it. There's an elephant up there. How you been? Long time no see. It's been like forever. Thanks. I got a sweet new deck, but it's not like an affirmation deck. It's got questions, and I thought it'd be interesting. Of course, though, I tried to start this stream a flipping hour ago, but you know. I used to do restaurant work too. That was like a half a lifetime ago, though. At least that's what it feels like. What do you do? Like at the restaurant, what do you do? Nice. Maybe the next time I take a road trip to Chicago, I'm going to have to come check out that French restaurant. That's pretty sweet. Hey, Pat. You see me, but like apparently I'm like pink. I don't really know why it's so pink. And I tried to put another light on and it didn't really work too much. Yeah, it took me fucking effing forever to make it work. Even through YouTube. I don't understand because I have full service on my phone, full service connected to I have no idea. And I couldn't figure out how to get to the desktop version through Safari. So I know, right? At least I'm here. I don't really know what else to set. I do have another light. I may be able to put something underneath of me or something. Maybe it'll brighten it up or something. It's crazy ridiculous. I've been looking forward to going live and I get live and it takes me forever to do it. What am I at? Almost 2 hours. I wish I could have gotten the StreamYards part to work though, because I really like StreamYard streams because of, people being able to join in. Oh. Is that a little better? Not as yellow, but it's awkward. See if I can see you. Hi, Diane. It's not going to work. I got to move it somewhere else. Sorry for my technical difficulties. It's like I'm a newbie or something. It's too much. It's fine. It's a oil burner. There's a little glass bowl you put on top of it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Maybe that'll work without blinding myself. No kidding, man. I really do try my best to not blame things on that, but tonight I'm there. Yeah. It took a lot to get this going. Yeah. An hour and a half to get it going. But hey, it's working now. So I've missed you guys. Thanks, Sean and Nene. Kind of catching up on what's going on back there. So yeah, I'm excited. I got this really cool deck. And it's not an affirmation deck. It's a bunch of questions. So I just figured it'd give us, something to chit chat about and, give us some time to hang out on a Monday. It's been forever since we've hung out, right? Yeah, thanks. My phone shows up so much brighter than what this laptop did because I borrowed my daughter's laptop. So I could try to make StreamYards work, but for whatever reason, it just kept giving me a circle of death and wouldn't let me come on. Yeah, it's kind of like I even have I have one of these little light things, and I usually have to use that when I do like my pools just to give me enough light. But I don't know why it looks so pink. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's just because of the setting that I'm using to stream on YouTube because I'm having to use their the webcam access and stop the stream stuff, so that way I wasn't downloading anything onto her computer. But yeah, so in that whole time span of trying to get it working again, I managed to have 2 refills, 2 smoke breaks. So, I gotta go on. So, but I came upon these cards by like random, and I'm gonna read you the back of them before I even like show you guys any of them. So it says these empowering question deck includes 60 beautiful illustrated gem cards. Each intriguing question will allow you to challenge yourself, unleash your thoughts and ideas, explore your full potential, and feel great and confident. Not only will these questions boost self-esteem, but they actually will help you examine your deeper self. What are you waiting for? Pick up a gem. So I just kind of came across some on like a random, and I thought maybe it'd be good to just kind of start conversations with me. Hey, Justin, how are you? Long time no see. Justin, how much snow do you got in Montana? Like 8 feet by now? I'm supposed to have almost a foot by tomorrow, but we'll see. Diane, how's your store coming along? I know I seen a post the other day. You said something about online sale, right? Snowball fight. Yeah, Pat. Shauna said that you guys would like some of my snow, and I wish that I could blow it all the way over there because you can have it all. Seriously, November 12th, my kids are having their first snow day of the season. Great. As you can tell, I'm not a fan. Yeah, you can have it all. I mean, I like my wind, but that's so awesome, Diane. I am so happy for you. I'm so glad it's going good. Stagnant air advisories. Is that something that helps bring on like forest fires in your area too? Or thanks, Diane. I tried showing it to Jesse earlier, and the lighting probably didn't help it. Let's see if I can span off. It's actually an elephant. And I got it like on a corner in my room, so it kind of looks like the elephant is coming out of the corner of my room. It's kind of cool. Shauna, I told you, you can have it all. Every last bit of it. See, I knew she'd agree. Oh. Yeah. Well, I knew what stagnant meant, so I assumed that that would probably end up helping give you a an increased vulnerability to it. Oh gosh, do I have circle of death? I just got told my connection is unstable. Yeah, but it's not Christmas time. It's not even Thanksgiving time yet. Almost. just, this time of year, it's just a tough time of year. It's just hard because I'm a bit of a hermit when it gets cold because I don't like to get cold. So, like that seasonal affective disorder, I think it holds true. But at the same point in time, being that it's the dark time of the year, I'm just going to use it for some inner retrospection. Ugh, that does sound yucky. How long have you guys been without any type of like precipitation? When? Leave it to you to just bust it out right in the beginning, Shauna. uh, yeah, Justin, my daughter almost moved to Montana, and it was kind of one of those conversations of it's a lot of snow and it comes a lot earlier than it does here. I mean, normally we get a little bit of snow, like a dusting here or there, but not like, hey, here's a foot for your first snowfall. Ugh, sorry for you two. Go outside and do a rain dance. So I guess let's see. Back around the time my last video I shot, um, I wasn't feeling really well. I got pretty sick. And I was busy going to doctors like every other week, two different types of doctors, three different types of doctors. I started with my regular doctor, and I'm not a person that actually goes to the doctor very often. So I went from my doctor to like two specialists, and just had to go through a lot of testings and stuff like that. So that kind of put me down and out for a little while, and I was in pain. I didn't feel good, and like I know everybody always comments on my stuff about how I'm positive and I uplift in their life, and that's happy for me and like important for me. Um, but some days when I was feeling as bad as I was, it was hard to be chipper and happy and, you know, and positive. And I know that's something I have to be because that's what I'm putting out there. That's what I want to attract, right? So, I just kind of drew within a little bit while I was dealing with all that. Um, I ended up having to get testing done to make sure that I didn't have bladder cancer. And even though I'm as young as I am, I'm at an increased risk for it just because of some other uh, previous health concerns I had had. I had an early hysterectomy, so it kind of put me at a higher risk, and I was showing quite a few different signs and symptoms. So I had to go to a doctor for that, but I went through this test and I'm cleared and I'm good. I don't have bladder cancer, thankfully. Um, and then I also had to go to like a gastro doctor because when I'd wake up in the morning, I would be normal, you know, and then throughout the day, my stomach was swelling, and by the end of the night, I looked like I was 9, 10 months pregnant. And after having a full hysterectomy, that's not a possibility. So I wasn't happy with walking around looking like I was pregnant. So, anyways, that doctor put me on a diet, and I am not a diet person by any means. And I turn around and now I don't eat gluten or lactose or high fructose corn syrup. I haven't had a soda in like 5 months, pretty close to it. I love you. Um, but and I feel a lot better. I'm not in pain. Um, I miss bread, like real bread, because gluten-free bread is really expensive. But I can cook really well, so it was. It's not so terrible. Like I've made it work. Made it work. Made it work. Yeah. So then there was that. Oh my god. No, Slitta. No, I'm not pregnant. Absolutely not. I had a hysterectomy 6 years ago. If I were to be pregnant, I would be about to be one rich mother effer. Not to mention, you kinda need to have some relations to make that happen. But that's a whole nother story. Let me catch up on this a little bit. Hmm. Yeah, Pat, Shauna, like 100%, I agree with you. And I'm not always happy and joyful 100% of the time. I'm not like, I am what I am, right? Um, but yeah, like it was hard to kind of try to be like all chipper and smiley when I really felt like crap. So I kind of just withdrew out. And then, like I said, I was bouncing back and forth to all these darn doctors. I got to the point that they wanted me to go to another two more specialists because one of these issues is something I'm probably just going to have to deal with for the rest of my life. And it is what it is. But like, I'm like, I can't keep going to the doctors. I will take care of myself. I just needed you to tell me what was wrong with me so I knew which way to go about it, you know? It's cool, Slitta. You're absolutely correct. The world does need positivity, you know? So I do try to put it out there because, what you put out is what you get back. So I do try to put positivity out there. Um, and then I just had in a couple other things in like my personal life, that and working three different shifts in a flipping week kind of caught up to me too. Um, I'm looking at hopefully getting a promotion here pretty soon. At least that's what they keep like dangling in front of me and telling me that, it's just a matter of time. And would really like for it to come through before the end of the year for sure. So that way I don't go looking for another job. uh, but yeah, so that it pretty much explains my absence. Yeah. Yeah. I hopefully will be running my own shop pretty soon. Like it's my district manager a couple weeks ago said he wanted me ready within 18 weeks, which puts it at the beginning of the year. Um, but a few other managers have made it out to be that it's going to be a little sooner than that. So we should see. Oh, trust you me, Slitta. I am definitely my own advocate. Um, I am by any means the farthest thing away from a timid person. So yeah, they know where I stand on it. I think I know how it stands. All I know is I know what I bring to that table, and we'll just leave it at that. Just don't need any. I'm on the internet, right? uh, Talking about my company is kind of a tricky thing while you're on the internet. You got to behave, right? Especially since you guys have seen me in my uniform before, so everybody knows, or some people know where I work, right? But so yeah, promotion. It's gonna come in before the end of the year, and yeah, it's 11/11. At least here where I am on 11/11. Great synchronicity. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I just looked down and happened to notice. Oh yeah, Slitta, I do. Trust you me. Like I work in a man's field and I run circles around the men I work with. See? Synchronicities. Yeah, I know, Pat, but I don't know if I've successfully deleted all of my videos that did have me in uniform. Because I did go back like a while ago. Would go through and just kind of delete some of my pulls that, like I pulled like right before work, and you could see my tags and all that sort of stuff. But I also deleted the one that showed me doing my job, just because. Um, yeah, so I try to be careful with it. Not to mention, I think there's only like maybe one or two people that I work with that know that I have a channel. But I actually took today off. I requested it off a few months ago, and they scheduled me to work, and I was like, absolutely not. It's Veterans Day. I requested it off, and yep, I called in and took a sick day. That's probably not a good thing to do, but I did it anyways because I needed the day, and I didn't leave him too short-handed, so it's okay. But anyways, maybe not responsible. Well, Slitta, I'm so glad that you stopped by. I have missed being able to chat with you. Thanks for popping in and giving me some love. And we'll see each other more. So, none of that happy holiday stuff. Have a good night. And until next time, blessed be, Slitta. Very true, Pat. That's true. I try not to be too controversial as it is, anyways. I just kind of go with the flow. I almost am going to need another cup of coffee after getting all this crap back together. Ah. But everybody's been good. I see channels are freaking booming, and you guys have gotten quite a few more huggers to your channels. But I also have gotten brought to light thanks to Pat and Shauna about the terms of services update, which of course, I seen, but I wasn't really sure exactly what was going on. So, I kind of giggled to myself. I'm like, oh, look at me. I'm going to come back to YouTube just in time for them to probably delete me. But, at least I don't know. Who knows, right? Really? Because I thought it was a little higher than last time. I lost a few, during the last month, but it was what it was. But then I think I gained like one or two in the last couple of days that, you know, was kind of like, I got one the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even uploaded a video and people are subscribing to me. I better get my butt back to the tube. Um, nice. Look at you. Booming, Miss Shauna. I think I have like 250 or 251 or something like that. But some of them I don't know, like, because like I really like Skins fan all day, right? I adore him. And I think he's a great person. And I went into his streams a lot. And I did the networking thing for a little bit when I first started my channel. And I kind of wish I hadn't, because I think I have some subscribers that probably wouldn't have wanted anything to do with my channel beforehand. So, you know, a lot of people that I follow, I did find through there. But at the same point in time, I've also kind of cleaned through my subscriptions in the last few days because I want my YouTube focused around my witchcraft community. Hi, Denise. Look at I finally figured it out. I had so many technical difficulties. Like, brr. Exactly, Shauna. So, and that's kind of, I know I kind of talked to you earlier about it when we were chatting. I have been contemplating changing my name um, of the channel, just so that way it's kind of advertised that, like, hey, I'm a witch and you're going to see and hear some witch things on this channel. And I'm not like, I don't know, technically gifted and know how to work all this stuff, right? Maybe I'll go ask my son how to show me how to do one of those like intro videos that stay like at the top of your channel page. So you can just, I can do that. But I quit going into network channels a while ago, but I or I'll go in there and I'll be like, "Don't add me just randomly. I am a witch. You probably don't want to be my friend, and that's fine. But I wanted to support Skin Fan, because I really like him. That's how I met Slitta too. Yeah, did you see that after he had posted that video, the site for the letters like went down because so many people were accessing it? Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I see that everybody else has changed their names. Why not me too, right? But that way, I don't know. I just figure that way, if you come upon me, it's not like, oh, you're a witch. Well, it's right there in the right, but you know, that way I can link it with my like my witchy email at the same time, because like right now I have it. Everything is connected to like my personal email, and I really don't use that one. I mean, but I don't even know what to put in an intro video because I really don't know what my channel is. Uh, but I do plan on expanding more. Like, I'm going to do more than just affirmation cards. My kids are like, you need some more content, mom. I'm like, I know, I know, I know. So I'm just kind of learning what I'm comfortable with sharing. You have some awesome freaking videos. Like, I get what you're saying. So is that where the name change came in, Shauna? Is because you were the 88.3 was making it the podcast, or I just want everything just streamlined, you know. Right on, right on. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm gonna have to refill my coffee here in a minute. So I'm gonna end up leaving you guys with the elephant, but you know, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna refill my coffee, and and maybe I'll show you guys a couple cards. We'll pull a couple cards out of my new deck. I at least gotta show you my new deck, right? It's a promise. Like, I think I put it in the description box or something. All right, give me a second because I gotta get out of my leave this with the elephant in the room. Oh, I will. Gotta get myself out. Elephant and part of the moon, right? Okay. To oil the door. Oh, that's funny. I need to oil a lot of doors. I have this stool, Diane, that like it's I don't know, it folds up and down, you know. And anyways, um, I use it because it's like perfect height for my altar, and I can sit at every single one of them at perfect height. But then when I was trying to set up earlier to do a video, and I was trying to sit on it, I couldn't. I couldn't find a way to put my camera up so you could actually see like my head and the top of my altar because I was originally going to be at my divination altar, but it just wasn't working like everything else apparently tonight. Exactly, Pat. Nobody sneaks up on me too well, anyways. I'm a little jumpy at times, especially if I'm sleeping. So yeah, most people know better than to sneak up on me. Like my kids, like announce themselves at the door, like it's me, because I'm a swinger all day, like punching swinger, not like 10 people in my bed swinger. Mercury at its finest. You know, I really try my best to not blame it. I really do. But after this evening, yeah, yeah. After all of that crap that I dealt with, man. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I know. Shauna was saying the other day that her and Pat were getting text messages um, that that they hadn't sent. Hey, what can I say, Pat? What are you talking about? I can't even get one right now. Yeah, but that's another story. Shoot, shoot. That's funny. God, I have missed you guys. uh, Anybody get any new books lately? I had a friend gift me with a new book, and it's really good. I like it. Pat, you may have been the only one that caught my funny. Uh, so just a little bit ago, Diane, I had said something about like my kids like announce themselves at the door, like if I'm sleeping, because I'm a swinger, and then like punch swinger, and I like wanted to make sure you guys didn't think I'm a swinger, like I have 10 people in my bed, and that's why my kids are announcing themselves. That is really crazy, Sean. I seen something the other day that said people were getting text messages that had actually been sent to them on Valentine's Day, but that they hadn't actually received them. Like, I don't know if it was like one certain network or something, but I don't know. My phone never went off. So apparently nobody was texting me on Valentine's Day. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Yeah, like, yeah, no. Huh. Well, that's how I came upon the article, actually, is because I was wondering if anybody else had been affected by random text messages. It is late. It's like 11:30, and I attempted to start this at 9:30, but, it is what it is. I'm glad at least some of you guys didn't give up. Of course, that's here. I'm excited. I got so much crap I gotta get done tomorrow. Like, insane amount of stuff I have to get ready for everything for my mood, right? And I gotta work tomorrow afternoon, so I won't have time to do it after a certain time of day. It's only 8:30 here. Yeah, it's 11:28, so 11:30 here. And I think Diane's in the same time zone, being in Canada. Of course, I don't know exactly where you're at in Canada, but yeah, yeah, I'm right there with you, Shauna. Like, I have so much crap stuff that I have to get finished, and this snowstorm kind of put a little bit of a hook into my plans, but I'll work around it. That's what I do: adapt and overcome. Same time zone, not town. Time zone, like EST. You're in Eastern Standard Time, right? I don't think we're all that far away from each other between me, you, and Tange. Because I'm 30 minutes from the Blue Water Bridge, and I think Tange is 3.5 hours away from the Blue Water Bridge. Maybe four, something like that. I don't know, because I told her I'm going to get my passport figured out, and then I'm going to come and kidnap her. Yeah, so I have my decorations from inside the house down, but they hadn't made it to the shed yet. So, yeah, I still have to do that. So, I have extra totes in my living room that don't belong there. Um, um, I don't think so. Um, Blue Water Bridge is the one that comes over from Port Huron, because the ambassador is in Detroit, and I live like in between Port Huron and Flint. So it takes me like a half hour to get to the Blue Water Bridge. I don't know where Niagara Falls is. I've never been there. I heard it's wonderful, but I don't know. Witchy Palooza? What's Witchy Palooza? And what makes you think you're going to have to kidnap me? Is that like that tarot stock? The one that Mama Squirrel puts on? Yes, I want to go. I wanted to go this past year, and if I would have had a little bit more money, I probably would have randomly just went and been like, "Hey guys, I'm new in town, and here I am." 2 hours and 17 minutes. Okay, yeah. See, that's not very far. It's like an afternoon trip. 6 hours from Tange. Why did I think that she was like only 3 or 4 hours of it? No matter. It's still a day trip. I'll get a hotel. I just gotta get a passport put onto my license or whatever. I haven't went to Canada in a very, 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 very long time. That sounds awesome. So our date's set yet because I will put in some vacation time. Because when I get this promotion, I'm gonna get an extra week added on worth of vacation time. So, uh, I think it's just because I won't use it very often, and I think that's why I just haven't went and got it done. I mean, I haven't went to Canada pretty much since they've started requiring a passport, and that's been years now, right? June 18th to the 25th. Seriously? Like I can go for like a birthday trip because my birthday's just a few days before that. It'll be like a birthday present to myself. I'll start saving my money now. That's exciting. See, I think for me it's like a common thing just because there's two bridges in my estate that go over there that I've always lived relatively near one of them. But I remember going there as a kid. My mom took us over there. She used to like to go for drives on Sundays, and we would drive everywhere in a teeny tiny little mouse car. But it was good family time, right? But I remember we went to a beach, and we liked going to the beach there because you could walk out forever. Like I swear, it was probably almost a darn mile, and there was no drop off, and it was just no rocks and nice, and everything was clean. There was a little petting zoo by it too, so we went to the petting zoo and then spent the day at the beach, and then there was a dear friend of my grandma's lived there, or my aunt. I think it was my aunt. She probably the age of my grandma though at the time. Um, that lived up in Canada that we used to go and visit all the time. It's how I learned about what is your guys' ginger ale called up there? It's not Burners. It's got a green can though. I can't remember it. Holy cow, 44 of the 40 of 48? That's incredible. I've been to whatever ones are in between here and Texas and here and Florida. I've never been over to the West Coast. I was trying to go to California this year and it just didn't pan out. I wish it would have because my cousin lives out in California. Remember, I was talking about trying to hook up and visit with you guys just because it's not all that far, but Schwab's. That's what it is. Or Canada Dry or something, something like that. But yeah, that's what it was. I used to love that stuff. But I'm a Michigan girl, so I love my burners. Oh wow, yeah, it's definitely way expired. Yeah, the only other time other than like, I mean, when I was younger, you didn't have to have a passport to go to Canada. So of course, I think a friend took me over there for my 19th birthday, so we could drink, and I was probably one of like the last couple of times I was over there, and we went into this like bar, and every freaking person I was meeting was from the same state I lived in, anyways. So I was like, why did I even come over here? It was just because it was like a rite of passage or something. And then, yeah, I've been back in a long time. Other than that, the only time I went out of the country was on a military passport. So, you know. Yeah, everybody comes over here to go shopping. It's funny actually because, like I said, I don't live too far away from the Blue Water Bridge, and you'll go into a parking lot, and there's probably more Canadian plates than what there is Michigan plates, and some of them it's kind of humorous. to England. I had a friend when I was in elementary, junior high, something like that. She moved in the middle of the year from England, and I was so enthralled. Like, we became really close friends. But then I would hang out, and because I was hanging out for so long, like, I picked up her accent. Then I'd go home and ask my mom what was on the telly. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. I think I've been to like maybe, I want to say like 8, 10 tops, if that. But it will change. I do plan on doing some traveling in a couple more years when I can. Give me like 2 minutes. I gotta go use the facilities real quick. Now that I got all comfortable, it's probably why I was moving around all that much. Be right back. All right. Now I should be good for a minute. Your moon's having Mercury issues. Apparently, I'm not the only one having Mercury issues tonight. Oh, that would be fun, Cancun. Any place warm and tropical would be fun. What's that link to, Pat? That's what I'm screaming, Diane. That is exactly what I'm screaming. How's that song go? Ass in the water, toes in the sand. Toes in the water. I don't know. Oh, that's neat. That's really cool. Ugh. That's someplace I'd like to go to. Well, that's cool. I definitely don't plan on doing any more international traveling. Of course, though, I was looking at even doing, I wanted to do one of those Alaskan cruises, but apparently you have to have a passport for that too because of like international waters or something. I've never been on a cruise ship. I think that would be fun, but you know, they're expensive. So, as I was saying earlier about thinking about changing my channel name, uh, I think it'll help me encompass a few more things, just because it's going to be a little bit more inclusive of things on my path, you know, because a lot of the things I'm just learning, you know, and I'm eclectic, so I like to learn everything. It's my problem. Too much of it, like I get lost in too many wormholes. I know, poor Jack. Like, she didn't even hold on for long. She was just like, I'll never let go. Ugh. Oh. You know, it's just it fits my personality, you know. Part of the draw to witchcraft for myself was the fact that, you know, I can make it mine, and this person next to me wasn't going to tell me what I could and I couldn't do with it, you know. And being eclectic helps me do that, you know. Um, that, and I have scattered energies anyways. So I'm always flitting from one thing to the next, and sort of pull from all different types of witchcraft and all walks of life, you know. It helps me. It's just it's who I am, I guess. it's just, you know, you're gonna sink the door. Well, Diane, Denise, sorry. Um, I was gonna just connect it to like one of my emails, because I have another email that I go with, and it's which way's mine, and it's WITCHWAZEMINE. Um, you know, just because of the fact that one day you might see me doing something that is a little more Celtic, and then the next day you might see something completely different, you know. Like, sometimes I you know, I blend it together, and I just think if I were to do that, you know, maybe people could see what I mean when I'm saying I'm blending things together, I guess. Yeah, well, I think no matter where you go and you're in an enclosed thing, you're gonna get sickness, right? An airplane, you're in a flipping tin can. All somebody's got it. My mom got MRSA on a plane back in like the 90s, you know, and that was scary. I think it was in the 90s. I don't know. It was like when it became like a thing. Yeah, it was in the 90s because I was in high school. Well, thanks. So yeah, so if you guys see the name change, just know it's me. And like I said, I'm planning on being back and uploading and going live and hanging out. Just hopefully I still exist after December 10th. And I don't plan on making money off of this thing anyways. Yes, exactly. See, you put it in really good terms there. Um, you know, and just so many different things interest me, you know. All right, then it's set. It's gonna change. It's WITCH, which WAZEMINE, Which way's mine? And if you wanted to email me, it's that@gmail.com. Yes, exactly. Like I'm here to have fun, and I found like an awesome group of people. Obviously. Yeah, like I said, I went through and cleaned out my subscription list just in the last couple of days. Just so I can bring it back to exactly what I even made my channel for, where I wanted my focus. And, I have a few channels that, aren't, that or don't have anything to do with witchcraft, but I'm also not very active on their channel. I just like watching some of their videos, because that's what YouTube's for. My very first book that I bought in a store, as opposed to like a new store, um, it's a druid book, but it reads so much like a textbook that I haven't been able to get into it. So I just kind of put it back on my shelf and was like, okay, maybe I'm just not ready for it yet. And um, I mean, it's highly accredited. I got it because, and I walked into my friend's shop, and when I went to go look at her books, it fell, like it tipped over this way on the bookshelf, and I was like, okay, maybe you're supposed to come home with me. So that's why I got it. And then when I read it, like I just like it was too strict. Huh? Because I'm not commercially viable. Like, I don't I'm not trying to make money on here, right? And I have 250 subscribers. So basically, from what I've gathered on a couple other videos, not just that letters video, I just searched YouTube's terms of services in the search bar, and I watched a couple of different people's takes, on it. So that's kind of just where I got that thought from. I think that's how that's still set, at least for today. Because from the way it's sounding like is they can just change them on a whim, and you know the creators just have to deal with it. Yeah, I'm far from 1K, and I'm like I said, I wasn't looking for that kind of thing. Like I actually didn't come to YouTube to start a channel. Jen convinced me to do it. YouTube Union Fair 2 started because we just want them to publish all the rules in their entirety. Well, you would think, especially since, the creators are who made YouTube what it is. But it's definitely far from what it began as. I wish I would have came to tube like earlier than what I did. I was just very skeptic. That, and I'm a little self-conscious, so I'm not always a big fan of being on the camera. I mean, shoot, I wish I could have the ability to like just make a living off of YouTube videos, but I don't see that in my future. I do, however, see that I need to get on my things and make my Etsy like I planned on. I just need to build up some stock first. But right now I'm getting busy with getting my Yule presents done. That's going to take precedence over, you know, making something to make money on. I think it's like 4K watch hours, Jesse. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't know the rules. Yeah, but Denise, you probably are getting people that are, subscribing to you because like they're seeing you in chat rooms and enjoy the conversations that they have with you. Kind of like when subscribing to like Thomas Dale and just waiting for him to start a channel. Um, I got, like I said, I got one the other day and I was like, man, I haven't uploaded a video in a month. Like, how did that person even come upon my video? Mhm. Yeah, I've been going back and forth for like the last like week, 2 weeks. Okay, I'm gonna shoot a video today. I'm gonna shoot a video today, and then something would come up, or I'd get called into work or something. So it's like today, I was like, I really want to go live, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then, you know, 3 hours later, see, I don't even know how to do that. My son keeps like, well, he hasn't lately, just because he knows that I hadn't been recording. But he's like, "Oh, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do that." And I really don't want to like edit videos. Like I'm not that technically, advanced or something. You know, I just want to like hit go and make it work. I was gonna say, I watch Pat's. I had to re ring his bell again for like the third effing time because for a minute there I thought he wasn't uploading, and then I realized that I needed to hit the bell again. And it's one of those things, Denise, that I'm like, some of these videos that are so like they look like they're freaking professionally edited and all that. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I really don't. Like, I just want to record a video, give you my opinion, or do whatever, and be done with it. I don't know. It's just like driving an automatic car, right? I can drive a stick, sure, but I'd rather just put my key in, turn the ignition on, and go. Right? I have some ideas of stuff that I want to put on the channel. Um, I guess my biggest worry is dancing around like the copyright stuff, you know? Um, because I mean, technically, I shouldn't be able to use any of my cards, right? Except for this deck right here. There's no copyright, nothing on this packaging. There wasn't a booklet that came with it that had a copyright anything on it. So I assume there's no copyright on it. But my other ones all are copyrighted, so technically I probably shouldn't be able to use those, right? Yeah, I pretty much do everything on my phone too. Um, I don't generally have a laptop. My laptop took a crap, and then I like bought a refurbished laptop tablet thing, and it's all high speed. Like the screen turns around and everything. It's got a little the pin, the pin that you write on freaking computer screens with, whatever. It's a stylus. There you go. Had a little stylus and everything. Like, it's a little badass little thing, and it doesn't have a camera on it. And I didn't realize that when I bought it, of course. So, yeah, that's kind of the way that I looked at it, Shauna. You know, it is what it is. I get knocked out, I get knocked out. But you know, it's like I wanted to, pull out my Oracle deck. Like I have a couple of tarot decks, and I'm just now learning tarot. I think I was just like looking for a deck that I fully connected with, and I think I have found one. But I'm learning it, and or I should say I'm teaching it to myself because I'm that person, and but I only have one Oracle deck and I love it, but I still don't, like I don't know its meanings behind the cards. So it's one of those, can I use my Oracle cards, but yet still look at my book to tell you exactly what this one means? I don't know. That's why I quit reading my book and a lot of the things that I did have planned for the channel, like revolved around things that would come out of some like I have this great ginormous book of birthdays. Like I'm talking like huge textbook thing. And I was gonna, give everybody a happy birthday every day and tell you things about, you know, planetary alignments and all that sort of stuff and history events on your birthday, but I can't because the book's copyrighted, right? I don't know. I would love a Mac too. One day. One day. Well, see, when like my tarot, hang on one second. I think I can reach it from here. So like when I do my tarot cards, I don't use the little booklet that came with it. I have like um a book that I did on my own, right? To just kind of give me like starting points, right? For it. And I just went through, I did all of the major arcana and then went through and did each suit. And don't mind my terrible artwork. I am definitely not an artist, but nobody else really sees this but me, right? So I was thinking, well, if I were to use this, then, and it's okay, right? Because I'm not reading out of their little book, but I don't know. Yeah, I know. I figured I was going to actually talk to you to see how easy that was to get that because um the book, a great book of birthdays that I was talking about, like I don't even know if the publisher is like still around because it's an old book. Well, thanks, Pat. And now like when I'm reading, because I try to read for myself. I'm not at the confidence level yet of reading for other people, even though my friends tell me it's easier to read for other people than yourself. But I really generally don't have too hard of a problem like being honest with myself. So that's why everybody says it's hard, but I'm like, if this crap card is the crap card, like I did a few readings for myself for the past year and I kept trying to figure out how the person I thought that was connected to this card was popping up in that situation. And lo and behold, here I am months later and it came out and I was like, I did a draw like about a month or so ago, and I was just like, I had other people read for me, actually other YouTubers. I asked for reads on this, and I ended up keep coming up with the same thing even with my cards, and lo and behold, it it came true. And then that's gotta be some terrible fucking drawing pad. I only read for one person in person. Eh, I've only done one reading for another person, in person, face to face for somebody, and I really I didn't really want to do it because, again, like, I'm still learning, and I just, you know and they were like, "No, please, please, please," and, like, I did it, and then I was just like I didn't feel like that my answers were clear enough because I was too I don't know. What's up, fam? Yeah, I'm back. It took me a little while. I was having some issues. Like I said, I thought it might have been my weather because I was one thing was telling me I didn't have enough service, and both of my other things were telling me I had full service. So I don't, whatever. It just took me a while to get it figured out and around. But how are you tonight? It's nice to see you. Thanks for popping back in. Third time's a charm. No, I haven't. See, now that had to be wonderful, Shauna. Um, because you truly tapped into your intuition and was able to get that. I have a deck. And I bought it probably 3 months ago. And I originally attempted to buy it almost a year ago. And the one that I got, it ended up being a fraudulent deck. And like I was really upset, because I don't I don't want to contribute to that type of delinquency, right? And so I was really upset with myself. So then I found the legitimate deck, and it was a little expensive, like well more expensive than what I paid for the fraudulent one, for obvious reasons. And like I put it in like a cart on the internet, and I was like, it's gonna be my present to myself once I feel like I really got my understandings down on what each of these cards are. And one day I just was like, screw it, I'm buying it. And I hit go, and I still haven't opened it. It's like I'm punishing myself for buying it before I was supposed to. It's stupid, right? But I have this beautiful deck. And I haven't even opened it yet because I don't feel comfortable enough with the meetings that I have. Like I don't want to use my little book with this beautiful deck, if that makes sense. It's really pretty. Like I to do a walkthrough on it, I'm gonna have to like set a camera up over above because I mean the fraudulent deck showed me what it looks like, right? That's the only reason why I know it's beautiful. Um but the cards all connect together. So to do a walkthrough, like I got to do it like on my kitchen table or something because you got to line up all of it together so it touches and then it makes one big picture. Like it's beautiful. Well, I don't know what my new one looks like for sure, but if it's anything like the fraudulent deck was, it will be beautiful. Really? Yeah, it's the Prisma Visions deck. It's beautiful. Beautiful. See, that tells you how inexperienced I am with it. Like I didn't realize that it was one of those. Well, thanks. What's up? Like, I I try. I do try to be upbeat and positive. The world needs more of that. It is gorgeous. See, yeah, I really, really, really want to open it, but I really want to be more confident with my reading skills in it first. So, like, it sits on my table. It's right here next to me, and it has sat here for 3 months. It's like I'm punishing myself. Oh, well, thank you for visiting with me, Shauna Nene. I hope you guys have a lovely night and dreams of sweet to you as well. I love you guys. And thanks for waiting for me to finally get up and running. Good night, Pat, and sweet dreams to you as well. Blessed be. I like the way you think, Denise. I know it's so I will. How about I plan that? How about I plan that I will just do a walk. I'll do a walkthrough video because, like I said, I want to be able to do it on my like on my kitchen table or something, so that way I can spread it out. So you got it. So the thing can be seen, even though you know what it looks like. But it's beautiful. Like, and honestly, I don't know if this is a bad thing, but I kept the fraudulent deck too, because I wanted to to try and make like art piece with it or something, or randomly like I don't know. Maybe that's a bad thing since it's fraudulent, but I did keep it. They spent money on it. See, I kind of thought it might be too. I thought about maybe getting like a picture frame or something and putting it together, putting that one together inside of a picture frame to be able to hang it up. But then again, you know, I'm using a fraudulent deck, so I don't know. It's funny. I was like, coffee and chit chat, my new cards. And I didn't even break them out. I mean, they're right here, but I didn't even need to because I've been gone for so long. I haven't ran out of things to talk about. Yes. Yes, I did. As you know. It's actually it's the most expensive deck that I have. Um and maybe that adds into it too because I'm like, why did you spend money? Like cuz I have like the original Rider Waite deck and I got that just so, to learn the imagery and to learn the cards themselves because that's what the majority of all of like the tarot books and stuff are based on, so I figured it was best to learn that way. But that wasn't my first deck. My first deck, what is it called? I'm picturing in my head. It's orange and black. Hang on. No, the Easy Tarot. That one was my first deck. Was Easy Tarot, and it's pretty, but I don't never. I just didn't feel connected to it, and so that's when I bought my original Rider Waite to try to use that one. Yeah, there's some really pretty images on it. I just like I used the deck. I even tried to have I did like the deck interviews and I just didn't feel right with them, you know. So then I remember ordering the Prisma Visions and I also at the same time ordered the Wild Unknown and they both ended up being fraudulent decks. I still haven't bought the regular Wild Unknown. I'd like to, but it's one of those like I have 3 freaking tarot decks, and I'm just learning how to read them. But I only have one oracle deck, and I really, 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 really like my oracle deck. Like, I haven't even ever been drawn to buy another oracle deck, and I got my oracle deck before I got my first tarot deck. So maybe that's why I really like it. So I try to use them in like conjunction with each other. Like, and I do my reads on myself. Like, I pull from my oracle deck, and then I use my tarot cards to kind of help clarify on what I need to do to get to those. I think I was told that the the oracle deck was like the main course, and everything else was like the meat and potatoes, to get everything. How long have you been reading, Denise? I know you've been reading for a while, right? From what I remember. Yeah, because I thought about pulling my oracle deck into like a Wednesday stream just because of its name. um, but of course, it doesn't need to be on a certain day, but not too long, 5 to 6 years. Right on. Well, I've been interested in tarot ever since I was really little, like 12. I guess that's not really little, but it was younger. And I was kind of shied away from it. It was kind of one of those, didn't want to be different. Didn't want to be, in my own things. So I didn't get into it like thoroughly. And then I think I got my first deck probably like 2 years ago, something like that. Um, um, I like the thought of divination. Like, that truly pulls me out of everything I do. I have some runes. I also have some runes that Magical Mandy made me, and I absolutely adore those. I just wish I could remember hers a little bit more too, because I constantly have to reference back. Oh, man, I can't believe I'm already at an hour and a half. It goes by so quick. When's the last time you did a video, Denise? Like, back when you like started it? I remember being in a live with you, and then I don't remember seeing videos. Yeah. Like I said, I just sometimes I don't know what to put in them. I'm a pretty private person, so sometimes like to decide that this is what I want to share, I had to take a lot of look at it. Absolutely not. What's up? Absolutely not. And using your cards, it's a matter of connecting to your inner self. And yeah, like I said, a lot of people don't even take the time to learn the meanings that come in the book with them. A lot of people just go based off of their intuition and how they feel. Um, Personally, I'm trying to learn the actual like right right meanings behind the cards, and then use my intuition from there. But yeah. Oh, darn husbands. I feel you on that one, Denise. I definitely feel you on that one. Of course, I mostly have calmed that down. Yeah. You don't have to be psychic. You don't have to, I just my advice would be to kind of ground yourself a little bit. Um, and make sure you're just in that place and you're open to receiving it, because some of these decks, man, they don't play no games. They're like, get your crap together. But when it comes to it, you're not you're not predicting the future, or anything along those lines with the cards. It's a roadmap basically. If you're looking at something of like what you have coming towards you or whatever, it's one of those like, if you don't change things, this is how things are going to be. So if you're getting a lot of doom and gloom, you have to actively do things so that way that's not what ends up happening. It's not set in stone. Because I mean, anything when you're dealing with this is that way. It's not set in stone unless you got to put the work in, right? Or not, if you don't want things to change, I guess. Yeah, that's see, well, when I do my reads, Diane, it's pretty similar to that. It's kind of like I'll lay my cards down and I look at it and I try to decipher it before going into my little handy dandy book that I showed. Um, just because I'm like, am I actually getting this? Am I retaining this information like I want to? Um, for the most part, I do pretty good. Um, it's coming, but I'm with you. I like my oracle deck, but even then, I still have to go into my book, my oracle too. No problem, man. Like, I'm not an expert on the situation because I am learning, but that's the best I got for you. Yes, everything is practice, practice, practice. My whole life is about, or I should say, my way of life. You have to be active part of your life for it to be the way that you want it to be. Um, and it's nice sometimes to just have a little guide maybe to push you along. Um, my pendulum does a really good job of that too. um, do you have, Diane? Do you have only one oracle deck, or do you have multiple oracle decks? I also got relatively recently these. I've always wanted them, but I never bought them. But I ended up buying them. They were on sale. Um, one of those, the Gypsy Witch, fortune telling cards, and I haven't messed with them too much, but because I got a couple of different books about being able to use your regular playing cards, so that's what drew me to the Gypsy Witch cards. That, and I'm pretty sure I have Gypsy in my blood. Just a slight addiction, it happens. Um, it could be a lot worse. Yeah, like I said, with my Prisma Vision deck, I kind of like grounded myself. I was like, I gotta quit buying these things, like, because I don't even fully know how to read them yet, but I really like them. So yeah, I have to put an end to that compulsive stuff. It is what it is. I can treat myself. I work my butt off. But I only have the one Oracle deck. I'm not 100% sure why, but that's the only one I've ever been drawn to, so I keep it at that. But it's beautiful. It's vintage wisdom. Actually, I'll pull it out in a second. That way you can just see how pretty it is. Okay. It was also kind of an excuse just to go get a couple of puffs. Hi, Ashcan. How are you tonight? Wow, look at that, Denise. We have a lot of common likes apparently. Erica Mosley, Victoria Mosley, Erica Mosley. I don't even know who that is. It is like I love this deck. One of my little nieces, the like the not a Joker card, but like the card that like talks about the deck, and it has the same like background image. One of my young nieces like stole it, and she would play with it all the time and like freak out. So whenever she came into my room, I was well, here's your card, and she ended up taking it home with her. It was like a favorite thing to have. Yeah, they're beautiful. Like I love the artwork. My favorite one is it just came up for in a reading for me the other day, and it was like 100% spot on because I really needed to work on it because I was having so many issues. Of course, it's not right there at the top anymore. This one, I absolutely love this card. I don't know if you can see it. Bad glare, terrible lighting, but I absolutely love this deck. And this is probably like the most connected deck I think I have. Yeah, like it's my lighting. I know it is. I got to figure out something. Normally, when I come off of my phone, I use one. I have like this little cheapo selfie light, and that's usually what I use, and it works bright enough. But so yeah, like I wanna be able to do some oracle pulls like for people on the channel and stuff too, you know, because I'm just trying to work on my confidence on it, I guess. I'll just leave them over here. Won't go nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, here it is. Here's my Eads deck. James R. Eads. I might like crack the label. You can see, but I still didn't open it. Like I cracked it, and as soon as I cracked it, I was like, Christina, you weren't supposed to buy it. So they're all still wrapped up in here. But I will do a walkthrough on that one, just because it's really cool. And there's that counterfeit one, but I don't want to show it to you. So I'm ashamed of buying it. What's up? Do you have any metaphysical shops in your area? Because personally, I would suggest just going to a store to get your very first one. This one I got through, I want to say, get it through because it comes straight from, it came from California. I don't remember what site it was that I got it through. I don't remember if I searched it through Amazon and then went through this and then went to this page. I don't know. I go on to too many things. Or it was the Black Cat. It might have been the Black Cat. All editions are the same, I believe, except for the extra card. Are you talking about the Oracle deck, Denise? Or are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. You are going to make me open it, aren't you? It's a pretty little business card. It's like a little thank you card in there. Open, 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 open. Well, I got it straight from the artist shop. I'm not sure how I found it. But according to the invoice, I got it straight from the artist. It's like a little kid. Look at it's all wrapped up. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm breaking my own rules. I love that paper. And can you see the eyes on it? Definitely being kept. Reused for something. All right. Ooh. See, I know it's not a fake one now. All right, so there's the cover. I might have to change, see if my light will work better. Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of the lighting today. There we go. That's a little better, right? At least a little better. Ooh, and it's got a hinge lid. I like that. I really do need to do a walkthrough. All right. It's the 4th edition, Denise. Says the fool believes he is someone he is not, wading through waters for something unsought. The magician plays tricks in the dark of the night, refracting the light of all future sight. A set of cards to tease your mind, revealing a past, present, and future combined. Yeah, it's just a thing. All right. So look at, they're like all shiny and sparkly. And speaking of the fool, all right, light is terrible. Let me see if I can go to a suit, because I know, I mean, like, that's just beautiful artwork. I think it's gorgeous. But, okay, so here's the suit I want. Hang on a second. I'll get them out of order. So they connect and make a picture. And that's why I'm saying that, like, I'm going to have to do this out on a big table. I just think that is so flippin' cool. I wish the lighting wasn't as terrible as what it is. But you kind of get the drift, right? And the backs of the cards are gorgeous too. It's like I went back to like 1990 with my freaking camera here. What's up, Muggsy? How are you? There. That's where you need to go. What's up, fam? That will take you, that'll bring you exactly what you're looking for. Because then you're gonna get an authentic one there. I mean, it should be authentic as long as they have an integrity as a shop. But I will definitely do a walkthrough all together because like I said, I want to be able to put it all together. The really nice thing is I mean, I got a little bit of sparkles. You probably can't see them. But with that counterfeit deck, as soon as I opened it, it was all over the place. Like sparkles everywhere. And I'm not a fan of that. But I mean, that one is like major glitz. And then, let me see. Let's see if I can show you the difference. Okay, so other than the size, obviously. But so this is the legitimate one. And then this was the fraudulent one. So I'm just really glad I got the real one, the right one. And now I'm super glad that Denise peer pressured me into opening it. You're going to do some mukbang, Muggsy? Well, thanks, Denise. I like the way you think. Yeah, I this hinged box is the bomb diggity. Like, I don't even know if I'll end up putting it in the box that I keep my other cards in now. Because I really like that box. I should have known from the get that I wasn't getting a legit deck the first time because it was just too cheap. But, that's what I get for trying to be a cheapskate. What's for dinner, Mugs? Or late night snack? Because it's got to be late where you're at, too. It's like 12:30 here. 12:37, which is crazy. I'm streaming for almost 2 hours. And it's just by like that. Yeah, nothing is cheap there. Ain't that the truth? I think I fixed it. I'm not sure. Yeah. I came across it, and I mean, out of nowhere, I was like, wow, that's gorgeous. Like, I need that in my room. And it's not like I've always been like, oh, I love elephants. But I, it was just beautiful. Like, I love the colors on it. And it's just so bold. And then when I got it and I was trying to figure out where to put it, I put it on this corner of the room. And my bathroom is, it's an ensuite. So it's like over there in the corner. And when you go into my bathroom, you can actually catch the tapestry through the mirror. It legitimately looks like this elephant is coming out of the corner of my room. Um, and one of my spirit guides, when uh, she was still here with us, her favorite thing was elephants, and it wasn't until Samhain that I actually come to the understanding that that's why I have this, because she's always in my corner. Yeah, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think that was like my first troll. I just figured normally doesn't have it. It's probably because of what time of night it is. I thought I had a couple other blues too. But I don't know. I thought you were already blue on my channel. As soon as you said troll, though, I was like, oh, look at that. She's on it. Can't watch that chat box enough, especially without my glasses on because I'm a little blind. But when I put my glasses on, and everything reflects, so you know. Hmm. So what's up, fam? Are you still just over there promoting everybody's channel? I did catch your video earlier. Um, I think it was today. Yeah, it was today. You were talking about emojis, right? What's the deal with the emoji thing? Because apparently I missed that too. Like, is that part of this whole TOS thing or what? But which is funny because I never really used emojis until I started coming to YouTube. Jesse, do you do content and I miss it, or do you just support? I know you're one hell of a supporter, that's for sure. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people's videos lately. Like, it's one of those that'll pop up, I'll get a notification, and I'm like, yeah, I need to go check that out. And then something else comes up, and I just feel terrible. Because then I'm trying to catch up with everybody's. And then taking the time off that I did out of here. Because, like, I go through stages. I'll take random social media hiatuses. I really do. Like, right now, I've been on my Facebook actually a lot for a couple of months. And here, pretty soon, I'll probably pop off of it and won't go back on it for like 6 months. It's just what I do. Okay, Denise. So, what's up? Did you catch the fact that I'm going to be renaming my channel so that way you don't think you have some weird random person on your subscription list? Oh, okay. So, like, it was coming up maybe like a spamming or something. It will be Which Way's Mine. and it'll be witch, like the word witch, and WAZEMINE. Um, it's more so if people come to my channel that that don't know me or really know of me, that they're not blindsided by the fact that I might not have the same religious views as them, because some people in this world have really big, if I put it in my name, you know my affirmation cards are not going anywhere, because almost all of my followers talk to me about how much it brightens their day, and that's important to me. Like, I like to be positive in other people's lives. um, that's why I really felt bad that I did take the step back that I did. I was just going through too much, and I couldn't put positivity out when that's not what I had going on. But, I worked through the sickness part. I've lost like 4 pant sizes. Not that I was huge or anything to begin with, but it's helped with all the rest of my issues. So it is what it is. Mm. And I hate diets. Hate diets. And I've never been a person to stick to a diet. But this one I've actually done really good with, because at first I was like, yeah, right, like that's gonna fix anything, and I was like, but I'll do it, so then that way when I come back I can tell this doctor he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and it helped. So apparently he did know what he was talking about. Who knew? I still miss bread. uh No, they're not. It sucks. I don't like depriving myself of any type of calorie or sugar. But the diet I'm on, I can actually have sugar. It's called a low FODMAPs diet. And so, like, I had a hysterectomy 6 years ago, and because it's been so long, my organs have moved around. So when I eat foods that are apparently known to cause like gas issues or whatever, but because of my organs being in different spots than what they're supposed to be, like the natural passage is blocked. So instead of going through the natural cycle, I was fucking swelling out. Like, I looked like I was like 10 months pregnant. And yeah, I would rather be on a diet than look like I'm 10 months pregnant. And that's a fucking physical impossibility. And now that I've been on this diet, I've been on it for like mm, maybe 4 or 5 months now. I haven't had a soda 5 months. I haven't ate bread. Well, I've cheated on the bread like twice because I really miss it. Because gluten free bread is just, it's not the same. It really isn't. But and then it's also lactose free. And I'm a vitamin D milk drinker. I always have been. I remember a doctor trying to get me to quit drinking it a long time ago. And he was like, you need to drink 2% milk. And I was like, that's the watery milk. And that's not happening. And this doctor, shit you not, was like, I want you to take the watery milk, like picture this in your head. And I'm like, all right. He's like, take a glass of the watery milk and put like 8 tablespoons of mayonnaise in it and stir it up. And I was like, that's fucking disgusting. Why would I do that? And he was like, that's what the milk is that you're drinking. I was like, well, bring on the mayo milk, because I wasn't changing it. So when he said he wanted me to go lactose free, that was my biggest hesitation. But I ended up finding a vitamin D lactose free milk. So I'm still getting the vitamin D milk, and I see all of the red, and somehow in my brain it tells me it's the same, even though it's not. But uh, but now, like, my youngest child is 13, and the size I am right now is almost the size I was right before I got pregnant with her. And so I've been the smallest I've been in 13 years. Um, and again, I wasn't huge. I wasn't, like drastically overweight or anything, but uh, yeah, I don't know. Now I just got to go shopping for new clothes. It's nothing fits. Gosh, I cannot believe it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna have to get off here pretty soon. It's okay. Use your new name one more time. No apologies needed. I'm gonna put it down here. Which is mine. I don't know if it's gonna have the spaces in it, because I haven't really, I haven't messed with it yet. But that's the same concept because my email address is actually that@gmail.com. So I just figured it would kind of work, help me streamline some things. And like I said, be able to encompass more, and I want people to know when they come to my channel that, I'm a pagan and, you know, I don't want to offend anybody with my viewpoints. Well, sometimes I do. But this way they're kind of expecting it. Not everybody is open minded. Some people, a lot of people are very closed minded. Put these candles out real quick. Those bad boys are warm. See, it's nice, that whole birds of a feather flock together, right? And the bigger thing is I just, I don't want to deal with people like giving me crap over it. And again, being a solitary practitioner, um, I pull from so many different um, forms of witchcraft. Everything interests me and draws my attention. Um, so with being eclectic, I kind of figure, that name would help encompass it too, because, I can do green witchery, I can do kitchen witchery, I can, you know, most of the stuff I can't record, but yeah. Well, good. I'm glad that my friends agree that it's a good idea because I've been tossing it up back and forth. And at first, I was like, no, I gotta stick with my name. I picked it, da 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 da. But I so picked it on a fly when I grabbed this one. It's something. It's like it's an old handle I used to use probably on like AOL or something like that. You guys remember AOL, right? But my disclaimer is right up front. I don't have to worry about anybody thinking that they were duped. Oh, I'm gonna have to close this off here though in the next couple of minutes because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta get a little bit of sleep because I got a lot of stuff I gotta do for this full moon, a lot, and I have to work in the afternoon, so I gotta get everything done before I go to work, so that way when I get home from work, I can get everything finished. Yay! Never ends, right? But that's the good thing. So you guys can definitely count on me, being back and uploading some videos. And like I said, I got some new content I would like to go with, and we'll just see where it goes. Hopefully, hopefully this TOS thing that's going on right now won't play out the way that it's being expected to, and I can continue having a channel after the 10th. Thank you. You sleep well as well. What's up? I hope you have a very blessed night, and thanks for everything. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out. You too, Jesse, especially since you come around and kept finding me. It only took me 3 tries to get it right. I even tried to go through that StreamYards and it just wouldn't work. Would not work. It was messing with me. So I think I'm gonna close too. I think I'm gonna pop off and get some rest. And I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and chilling with me for the last 2 hours. And have a very, very blessed night. And I will definitely see you on the flip side. Until next time.